Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to G4G, Games for Gamers. We are in Marvel Heroes, and we are taking a look at a new character there that they've added recently, and it is Moon Knight. Here he is. There's Moon Knight. See if we can get him to... There you go. That's him. And this is one of the costumes that was available in his costume pack. And when you get the costume pack with him over here, you also get a stash that is devoted to just him. So this is the Secret Avengers costume that I'm wearing.
I long for battle.
And he comes with his modern costume over here, which is the typical white Moon Knight. And here's a cosmic cape that dropped a little while ago that I'm not quite of the level to use just yet. And looks like I need to just separate from my stash for a moment and open the Odin's gift box, which is what's this little event that's going on at the moment. And I'm gonna go ahead and stack some of these items back. Huh. Somebody was nice enough to drop some enchanting mats. And for some reason, I can't add anything more to my stash? Ah, if it's full and I right-click, it won't send them in. Interesting.
Scum is taking over, and yet we stand idle.
Okay, so my stash is full. Let's see. Unlock for 500G. I wonder how much I have. 875. Ugh. Little pricey at the moment. So as soon as I clean up my stash a little bit here, we'll get into Moon Knight's powers, take a look at his trees and everything. I'm going to move to a slightly quieter area over here. So there's one of his abilities. That's basically his combat role, known as combat maneuvers. So, let's take a look. My current roster, Emma Frost, is my main hero. I got her when she was new. Previously, Hawkeye was the one that I picked when I installed it. Scarlet Witch, I think, was a drop that I got, and I picked up Thor somewhere along the way. Emma Frost has pretty much been my main, but I do enjoy Moon Knight on the Marvel Avengers Alliance Facebook game, so I wanted to pick him up here.
No time to stand around.
When I heard that he was released. So, here are his trees. He has Lunar Legionnaire, which is a lot of his melee abilities. Spike Gauntlets, his basic attack. Combat Maneuvers, that was that role that you saw me do. Has a little bit of a stun baked into it. Truncheon Ricochet, you throw your truncheon and it bounces around. It's similar to Daredevil's ability where he used to throw out his Man-Kicker Sorry, and it bounces around a little bit. Carbonadium Armor. This suit of high-tech armor helps you fight crime with less chance of personal injury. It's so effective the enemies are likely to harm themselves against the armor instead of you. So it's probably a little bit like Thorns from World of Warcraft. So he says Gauntlet Punch. Tenderize tougher enemies with crushing haymakers from your gauntleted fists, causing internal bleeding. Moonstaff. Unleash a lethal series of staff attacks that restore spirit when striking. That's pretty neat. Staff Sweep. Spin your staff in a circle, damaging nearby enemies. So that seems to be his AoE melee over there. Gruesome Frenzy. Lash out in a crazed series of ferocious attacks. Landing every hit allows you to finish with a brutal double-fisted overhead hammer blow. Nunchuck Bulldoze. Plow through enemies using your rolling nunchucks, leaving them bruised and battered in your wake. His ultimate Mooncopter support. Call Frenchie to light up the target area with the Mooncopter's 20mm cannons and Hellfire missiles. 10-minute cooldown. So his middle tree over here is his Crescent darts, which we can't see in action over here. So let's see if we can go out into the field. Yeah, pretty sure I did Marie Hill. Let's go over here. This way we can take a look at some of his abilities that I can't do inside the tower. Okay, that was his truncheon ricochet over there. And that's one of the moves based off his crescents. And here's an explosive crescent throw. Oh no, actually, I'm sorry, that's the explosive one. And that's his standard one, and we will get to that ability over in a little bit. Okay, perfect, dummies. So as you can see, he plays pretty standard melee-ish, but let's go down his Crescent Crusader tree now. So the Crescent Dart Throw, that's his basic one. People will bleed on it. One of my favorite openers is the Explosive Crescent Dart. It's an explosive AoE one. Crescent Snare sees enemies in a cone in front of you with an array of wired crescents, bringing them close enough, so that's probably like an AoE grab. Glider Cape. Hold down the hotkey to grapple in the air and glide silently with your cape. Crescent Fan. Throw a fan of crescent darts and pierce through enemies, dealing more damage to targets at a further away, so that's a max range ability. Tripwire Bolas. Use your tripwire pistols to fire wired crescent, immobilizing enemies and damaging them over time. Crescent Launchers. Hold it down to lay down a continuous barrage from your built-in pistol, so that seems really interesting. Here's his blessings. Now, some of these blessings will lock you out of others, and that's what you see over here with Tools of Vengeance and Avatar of Vengeance. The first level one, critical and brutal strike rating plus 17, damage rating with damage goes up on melee against targets attacking you. 50% chance on brutal strike to cause them to cower. Very, very briefly though. Probably is going to require significant points in there to get them to actually do anything. And here, these two are mutually exclusive. The Avatar of Vengeance that you can use on a cooldown. The passive effect is damage rating per power is up +4 per every 10% of missing spirit. Critical rating is 5 per 10 missing health. Critical damage rating is 13 per missing health. So the lower you get, the more buffed some of your abilities will get. When you use it, you can't be defeated. Health is reduced to 1 and cannot be regenerated. So essentially you go to death's door, but can't actually die. 0.3% of the damage you deal is returned to you as health when the gift expires. And its opposite over here, unfortunately, it really doesn't tell us, which is kind of a shame. Konshu Unbound, crowd control immunity, and tenacity. Multiple personalities, which if you follow Moon Knight, you can you'll know that he has this on the Marvel game. He has a Spider-Man, a Captain America, and a Wolverine personality. I don't know if they necessarily represent that here in Marvel Heroes. Spectre's Resilience, regenerate 40% of maximum health and when you are defeated. Not really too sure how that works out. Steve Grant's Fortune, plus 3 more credits per drop. Jake Lockley's Cunning, 10% increased chance to find special items. So, sort of a Diablo-ishy kind of buff there. Statue of Konshu, it's a summon. An Idol of Konshu comes in and blesses your allies. You gain tribute twice as fast. It's around for about 10 seconds, damage rating up, restore health and spirit on hit. The statue has health, 120% of Moon Knight. Statue defense is 120% of my own defense, and it costs 30 spirit. So, let's see if we can't maybe get out in the field over here and take a look at some of his abilities in action.
You're stronger than
There's a standard Moon Knight over here. That's what he looks like without the extra costume.
I hope you don't get airsick.
Hell's Kitchen. All I want is for this city.
I think I'd better find some reinforcements before I go up against Electro.
Nah. You got this.
Go ahead. Read my mind, woman.
Move over, sugar. Misty Knight is on the scene.
Yeah, I was last playing on Emma Frost when I shut down the last time, so I've got some gear of hers that I need to go over.
You should be feeling better now.
So there's his standard melee attack. Throw the truncheon, explosive darts, normal crescents.
Come on.
So that was a rather melee-centric battle. Let's see if we can get a little bit of a lead-in on the next group.
Just give me to the cops already.
So there was his truncheon bouncing around a little bit. There's the explosive crescents.
I've been looking for this for a long time. How many more before Konshu is satisfied?
So there is a little bit of a range lead-in over there. You can see it made pretty good work of that group.
Get the hell out of my way.
Now what's good about his roll is afterwards your attack and move speed goes up. So it's pretty good for closing the gap when you know you want to melee things.
Smoke 'em! They all beg for mercy.
If you can, it's nice to prefer leading in with the explosive darts, as they do tend to do.
Wasted enough time already.
Considerably more damage.
Ah, crap, super tights.
They're also good for this.
Sometimes scum hides in these things.
So let's take a look at his inventory slots once we get downstairs over here. Okay, so looking at his inventory, you'll see that he has a bodysuit over here. That's his Secret Avengers costume that I'm wearing. There's his bow staff, which is basically part of his melee abilities. You have the artifacts up here. Metals, artifacts. Eru forged, relics. There's his Crescent darts, which is his ranged. Boots, and a cape. Oh, I didn't mean... See, I hit B for bags, like World of Warcraft, and I poured it out. Didn't want to do that.
Spirit of vengeance, huh? I can respect that.
When I slaughter, I do it with purpose.
Ooh, Crescent snare. Ooh, wow, nice. Health regeneration. I could use that, because he doesn't really have any. That's pretty handy. So, over here, it's calling it Raging Staff for what I have. A Heartening Staff of Spiked Gauntlets. Interesting. What's getting dropped over there? Cosmic Agile wristbands. Interesting. So this bodysuit is weak. That cape is weak. Let's take a look at this weapon. Damage rating up. Current rank of Spiked Gauntlets up. Gain spirit. Ah, I think that would be pretty handy. Let's pick up this ring and see if it's any good. Of course, Hulk gets in there. Wow, this guy's an ass. He's just freaking rolling right to everything that's getting dropped over there. Alright, let's go ahead and donate some things to
check out.
Pim over here. And do we have any singles? No, it's maxed out. Damn. These Crescent darts will be nice, but I have to be level 7 for them? Wow, it's 3 levels away. Forget, sell it for now. I'm sure something will come along. So, there is the beginning levels of what Moon Knight looks like. Let's see, anything still hanging around over here? No. Hulk smash just ate everything. Let's see if we can get a little bit more combat play in before we wrap up the video. And you can see what the beginning of Moon Knight's career is like here in Marvel Heroes. It does seem to be a fun character. The melee heroes that I've played before were mostly Daredevil. I was playing him a lot in the beta as my basic, and I would definitely pick Moon Knight
Dirtying up my finest fights.
over him. Emma Frost is really still my favorite hero at the moment. Why is my... Oh, I lost my explosive dart because of switching. Ah, that sucks. So it looks like I don't have my explosive dart at the moment. I'll just have to go for my weak little batarangs over here. Which, if you notice, they're not costing me any spirit. That's pretty handy. Let's take a look at this little quickie area over here. And we'll actually drop... Well, there's not enough people for dropping Konshu. Yeah, it definitely would have been... Oh, hello! So that's probably my tribute meter. Let's see. Oh, my white is my tribute meter. There we go. Gain tribute to Konshu by fighting enemies with extra tribute granted when you critically hit. Konshu will reward you for dispensing vengeance upon your enemies in the form of divine gift. So that is probably what's going to buff up my Avatar of Vengeance over here. So let's see if we can drop one of those on the next combat, or next major combat. This combat roll is pretty handy for getting around. So there we are. There I am at 1 health.
Hey, I took out another one.
Oh, did I really? Oh, that sucks. I took a hit just as it expired. Well, now you see the risk of using Avatar Vengeance over there. Pretty risky. I was invulnerable there, and I just happened to take a rocket to the face right at the last moment. Which figures, it was right as the gift expired. And you can see my tribute is now down to nothing. Oh, was that me? Huh. That sounded really kind of evil there. Alright, so let's play around with the points over here. Still can't put anything in Crescent Dart explosive, so I've lost that. Let's give him one over here. And let's give him that.
Thank Konshu for this blessing.
So I got extra to Tools of Vengeance, which I believe is not the one that I have. So as you can see, I can't gain anything from it over there. That shows you how exclusive it is. So, hope you enjoyed this look at low-level Moon Knight. We should be revisiting him in some later levels, as he is fun, but he definitely takes some time away from my really fun Emma Frost. So, thanks for checking out a video here on G4G, Games for Gamers. Take care, everybody.